Well, hello, beautiful humans. This is merely a test. I'm on my phone so I can see if we're actually like not pixelating. Oh, good. It's showing that we're live. Of course, I'm in an ad. Well, hello. Welcome. I'm going to try to make this not bounce around too much. There's not enough room on the table for the box I have the laptop on and this. Glad to know I'm still looking good because I always look good at my computer because but yeah, clear as a bell. Okay, I'm not gonna even worry too much about mine then. So yeah, I figured I don't really have much planned, but I want to at least chat for a little bit to make sure the quality stays good. I'm on the other side of the living room. You've been on this corner before. I just don't think you've ever seen this far. Like Dougal, I that is an emperor in this rendition of him we got. Oh, I'm so glad we're still looking clear. I can actually see it on my phone now. So that's awesome. So hopefully clear skies stay for our Saturday live. Nice. Hello, everyone in the chat. Yes. I put this headdress on because I had the other one on and it was like really big on my head. I wasn't ready for it. It was the one I wore last week and I felt so fabulous in the last week. And then I had that whole intro and you guys couldn't even like hear me. It was a finally not pixelated, she titles it. Talk about a title going poorly so quickly. Instant pixelation. So yeah, I'm still looking clear on my phone, so this is awesome. So to anyone that's here now, we do have our new MAL starting, and make along to anyone that might not know that. But this MAL is going to be the opposite of monochromatic. Where's Mama G for MAL? This one's actually just going to be rainbow, like bright rainbow, all the colors, have as much fun as you want. Ultimate brightest rainbow, because you guys know a month is coming up. Our favorite two big things. So Pride Mal, gonna be big. Other than that, I've not written much down. So we're gonna play a little how you all doing in the chat. I can show you that puzzle game that I got a little bit through, but I can't even show you because I had to like stop that. And then do you guys want to hear about one of the weirdest dreams I've ever had? You guys want to hear about that? We're gonna talk about that. I'll show you the puzzle game in a minute. So anyone that doesn't know me, since I was a small child, I have had very, very intense dreams. I used to talk to a owl in my dream that would tell me things, and the next morning I'd be like, "My owl friend told me this," and mom would be like, "Why do you know that, small child? That doesn't make sense." So I've always had really weird dreams, but sometimes my dreams aren't as connected, and they're more just like, "What just happened there?" So let's cut to one of the strangest dreams I've ever had, and literally what I wrote was whale space smuggle. That's all I wrote to remind myself of this dream. So I was working this job where I was like working at a desk and I felt like I might have worked for UPS with animals. And I was like answering phones and like this person called me. And during the call, they were like, "There's this whale and we need to get it across some imaginary line, we'll just say, because I don't know what terms are not liked by the YouTubes, and I didn't monetize this. Uh, so I'm trying to talk. So I'm talking to these people, and then I call, like, apparently I have like a burner phone, and I call this human on my burner phone. That, mind you, anyone coming in, this is a dream I had. I call this human on my burner phone, and I'm like, "We got this whale we got to smuggle. I need your spaceship full of water," which apparently exists like field, and this like tractor trailer truck comes with a crane, and the crane like takes this whale out of the back of the tractor trailer truck and puts it into the spaceship. And then like I'm now trying to like now cut to, because that's how dreams work, I didn't get the rest of that, cut to me trying to like convince the people at this imaginary line that I need to get this spaceship that clearly has nothing, no whales, there's no whales in this, across it. And I'm charismatically getting myself across it, get the whale, we open the spaceship, it goes into the ocean, and then like we all like cheers, and I like sat up. And it was one of those, now I sit up in real life, like I wake up from this dream, I sit up and I'm like, I don't think that anyone has written a dream interpretation book that could help me with this one. So if anyone in the chat wants to input on what that one might mean, but yeah, that was like years ago, and it was just one of those weird dreams that were just like the funniest ones I've ever had. But yes, hello everyone that's coming to the chat here. Anyone that doesn't know, obviously this is a me test, trying to make sure we stay good. We still seem really clear on my end, so that's a really good sign. We think what happened was after we did the last, so we had a live 2 weeks ago that worked great after we put the antenna up, and then last week's live or a few days ago's live didn't go as well. It was pixelated, but then we couldn't also watch Netflix after. So I think there was just like too much air activity, aurora borealises and spots and such. So I think there was too much happening around here. One of the people I follow like does lives from Montana had issues, someone in Ohio had issues. So it might have just like been our little area. So I'm really hoping that it works well. We do have a backup plan, but the backup plan is something that we'd have to like, oh, it's super cloudy and stormy here. Let's just drive to the backup plan that takes a little bit to drive through. Wouldn't it be like we can start a live and then it didn't work? We can drive to the backup plan. Everything is far here. So we're fingers crossed. We'll see how it's looking in the morning and go from there. But we should be good to have it, especially since we're still looking fine. Um, yeah. Anybody in the chat have anything going on? What are you guys working on? You getting ready for this now Pride Mal we're gonna have? Anyone want to come in for a spell? I can't spell things, but I can do them. Yeah, like you know me. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. Oh, the puzzle. I'll show you the puzzle story. The puzzle didn't come in the ghost box. This is just another box I put that. So years ago, this is the puzzle that was once together. And years ago, I bought this. I did it. I bought it. I did it. It was super easy for me to put together. I remembered all the parts. So I was like, oh, this is way too easy. Let me not mess with it for forever. And then I just had it be like this cool looking wooden piece of decor in my home for over 10 years, well over 10 years at this point. And then I was like, I think I'm finally ready. So I found the main piece, like the first piece you can move. And I was like, Craig, take this. Here's the first piece you take out. And then like see if you could take it apart and just take it apart and leave it in a pile. So it's finally like a new puzzle to me again. I got it like halfway put together because like obviously these are like your top ports. I got it like halfway put together and I couldn't get the other pieces in. So I finally now have a brand new puzzle that is what's that called when it's like money you spent a long time ago. So it's like not it's like free to me because I've already had my fun with this. Now it's a new fun puzzle to play with. But yeah, just in a circle with me anytime. Nice. I keep forgetting I can't touch this table's super wobbly. But yeah, so I'm not gonna like I said, I'm not gonna stay on for too long here. I figured maybe I could probably make it like 10 minutes without any planned things or thoughts of things. I did go to the doctor's today and wore my "Trust Me, I'm a Doctor" Frank Reynolds shirt, and my doctor happens to know it's always in Sunny, so that's she made like it was one of those. I think she knew what it was, but wasn't sure. So she's like, "Oh, who's that on your shirt?" Like, I was like, "Oh, that's Frank from that episode where Frank pretends to be a doctor." And then Mama G started talking about It's Always Sunny, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that episode." So yeah, that's always fun when your doctor knows your favorite show. Okay, so when does the MAL start? The MAL is started and it goes until the end of next month. So you have the rest of May and all of June and not we may pick at the last live. We usually see what's going on and we'll either pick at the last live of the month or we'll give people a couple of days to make sure you get your emails in. But yes, you can do up to three entries of colorful bright things. You can email them to none. It's okay. You can email them to the Mama G and Rusty at Yahoo, or I think I can't Mal and Mama G Mal and more. I'd have to look up Mama G's to know exactly what hers are, but We'll definitely have that written in the live description and probably do a video about it. But yeah, so this mal is just going to be anything bright and fun. I do always, and you might get a random rusty point for this, love when people get out of their comfort zone and like what you're used to crafting with, whether or not you use yarn and try to use it in a slightly different way, try a new pattern you've never tried before, get in, like, try a whole new craft like paper arts, clay, like anything. Like, I like to have fun because what's nice about this is you can submit anything as long as it's colorful. So if you try to make a cool bird out of clay and it turns into a weird colorful blob, we will take that as a submission because you put effort forth to be part of this, and this is to have fun. It's not to be perfect or have to be wildly talented. So yeah, so this is just a fun mal. We're gonna have a great time with it. It's gonna be. I'm gonna enjoy this one because I was running out of monochromatic things. Most of the stuff, other than what I wear, most of my stuff is very colorful. But yeah, mal starts now. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else I wanted to like tell you guys? Exciting new things. Grounding. It's good. It's a good time to cleanse and ground. It's a good time to cleanse and ground. I like to call it rooting because I mean, roots. I love. I always see when I'm trying to ground and connect with the earth, the more root like in the earth as opposed to just grounding to it. But yeah, to anyone that's, if you don't have something going on tonight, take a few minutes. I spent some time outside right before we did this. Get a few good deep breaths in. To listen to the birds sing. I actually thought about a good idea, which might be listening to our like birds singing, and then Mama G trying and I trying to recreate them. Since we're not good at any accents, maybe we could do bird. I don't know. Maybe we can understand bird. And one of them sounded like I said, "Cheerio, how you doing? Cheerio, cheerio." Uh, so maybe that will be the new thing that we start to do. But yeah, so I really was just hopping on here, a quick hello. I'm probably going to close off soon because the dogs are running around, and you know, you never know what might happen in minutes before we. Whoa, surprise! Yeah, you get 10 people, just got a huge surprise, a crank surprise.
Hi, 10 people.
All right. Well, I love you all. I wish I had more to talk about or had the strength to stay longer, but I want to try to respond to more comments from our previous videos and get ready because I work tomorrow and all that good jazz. But yes. Oh yeah, beard surprise. He just got his beard all trimmed up. Looking fine. You're getting obviously a bunch of highs. He's in the other room, so you couldn't hear him. All right. Well, I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I'm trying to think if there's another fun dream to talk about. Yeah, I can't think of another silly one other than my whale smuggling. Yeah, we're gonna go. He's going camping this weekend, so he will not be around while we're doing our auction, which may be here. It looks like it might be able to be here as long as I'm gonna have to keep an eye on my NASA sites, which I follow a lot of them, to make sure we're not gonna have any weird solar activity because that would be what would send us to going to the other place. But that doesn't see you guys just come here, which is the here in the interwebs where you're in my internet living room. My internet living room might turn into a different room living room if we're not going to get the interwebs well here. All right, I love you all. Thank you for coming here for my test. I'm glad we stayed clear this entire time. Even with him walking back and forth past the connection of the antenna, it didn't seem to affect it. So maybe we'll just do it on this side of the room and see if it keeps working. But love to all. Have a wonderful evening. I can't remember our whole line. Oh, nothing. Here. Oh, Mama J. Have a yarnalicious day, because nothing matters anyway. I also didn't have the microphone, so this was loud enough the whole time. I don't know if the microphone was a problem, so I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna try without it. But yeah, love y'all. Bye. Bye. Didn't hit the button. I pulled a Mama J.